Mosh mosh, konbanwa. I can say mosh mosh, technically, indirectly. 'Cause technically I'm on the phone. I'm recording with my phone. Yeah, it works. Screw it. So, today what I'll be teaching you is how I've learned Japanese so quickly. It's been about a year, maybe more. But I haven't really learned it in that year. It's probably been about like a month since I've been learning Japanese, so it's fairly quick. I'm not 100% fluent yet. I'm not 100% mastered on it, so I'm not that good at it. But I know a decent amount to where if I go to Japan, if I go to Japan, I can have like a conversation with people, understand what they're saying, all that good stuff. Now, what I do is, well, I've watched anime over my years, so I've watched it English subtitled. What I've done with that is, like, I've picked up, like, the words that they were saying, like, just single words that stand out, like, if they'll be like, konnichiwa, that's obviously a form of saying hello. Uh, it's also basically, like, the American way of good afternoon. What I said in the beginning, mosh mosh, that's how you say hello on the phone. Konbanwa, that's how you say hello. You can say it, I guess, with a phone. But that's like a separate form. There's quite a bit of ways to say hello. That's just a few. Konbanwa is basically like the good evening, good afternoon type thing. But it's towards nighttime. Ohayo is good morning. You put gozaimasu at the end of Ohio, so it would be Ohayo gozaimasu. That's basically a very formal way of saying good morning. Let's see, when I watch anime, basically, I pause it here and there when, like, I want to learn a new word, and one of the words that, like, stand out, I'll Google it. I'll try to spell it the best I can, just on the way I hear it, and usually it pops up. It gives me a definition. I check it, see if it's right. There. Found out how to pronounce it, man. Good to go. I also know a bunch of websites that teach you Japanese in like a short amount of time, and they're actually very good. They've actually taught me a bunch in just like a day. It's basically like matching it with like a term and all that picture. But here I'll go ahead and show you the websites. Had to flip my phone over there. The first website, well, not really a website, but an app for iOS. I don't know if it's on Android, but I know it's iOS. Imiwa. Let's see here. I'll go to images for you, so you can see what the app looks like on the App Store. That's what it looks like. Basically, what this is a bilingual dictionary between English and Japanese. So basically, Japanese lettering, like kanji and all that. If you don't understand something, you could look it up on the dictionary, and it'll show you what it looks like in the kanji and what it looks like in English. The next website is japanguide.com. Basically what this is, you can pick tutors like on Skype and stuff. Say like you pick somebody from Japan to learn Japanese. Say they want to learn English. You can teach them English while they teach you Japanese. If not, it costs like a amount of money, which I'm guessing they do it through Bitcoins or PayPal, something like that. And basically they get paid, they teach you. Sorry if I sound like weird. I got like the flu. It's weird. So yeah, the phone jumps like that. I'm coughing to death. I'm dying slowly. The next website is Memrise. Basically, you just go to courses, languages, and it'll be Japanese. You got your introduction, your more advanced, etc., etc. There's your kanji and romanji. I said romanji. I put an N in there when it wasn't supposed to. Whoopsie. Hey, look, anime. That looks ecchi. Very ecchi. There's a dude's nose. Sailor Moon, oh god. So yeah, what I started out on was obviously the introduction. It's pretty easy here. I'll show you guys a little bit of it. Here, let's just review. For the free version, you can only do up to 204 words, but that's still a decent amount. And it gets you where you need to go, basically. Let's hurry up and load this. Let's do this. It's a little life hack for you. It's a proxy server. Then what you do is you refresh. See? Faster. Hello. Okay, obviously. Konnichiwa. And it gives you a voice of how do you do it. Japanese language. That would be this. Nihongo. Yes. Well, that's hi. Hi. Thank you. That would be arigato gozaimasu. Also, what I've learned over the years in Japanese, most of the U's and I's are like dead silent, so you don't even hear them. So just like think of them as non-existent most of the time. There's a lot of U's though. I really enjoyed the meal. Time's about to run out. Oh, you douche. Didn't even let me look. Yeah, that's gochisousama desu ka. Thankful for eating the meal. That would be itadakimasu. Draft beer. I don't get why you would need to know what draft beer is. I don't know anybody that says draft beer. But if you do, it's namabiru. English language, that's ego. Just think of it as like a ego that you eat for breakfast. Pretty much. Delicious. That's oishi. So you get the gist of it. Thus, kore. Or this. I said thus. So yeah, you get the gist of it. It's a pretty good website. The last website, well, not really. Okay, yeah, it is the website. This is an app for iOS. Don't know about Android. I'm an iOS person. It's called Skritter. What this is, it basically lets you learn your kanji and just the handwriting for Japanese. It lets you trace it on your phone. It's a good way to learn. So, yeah. All these are pretty good websites and apps, all that good stuff. Now what I was talking about before about like the I's and U's being silent. Take this word for example. It means basically like you're finished ordering something, like in a restaurant, the person takes your order, you order your last thing. You say, let me think of the word. You say, Aiju desu. Aiju desu. So basically how it's spelled is, I'm pretty sure it's I-J-O-U. So it's Aijou desu. The des part, you would say, I guess in English, desu. That's what it looks like, desu. But Aijou desu. That's what you would say after you finish ordering something. Let me go up here. Aijou sen desu. Okay, you don't need sen. I don't know why that's there. So, Aijou desu. Okay, you guys probably do not know what the hell that is. If so, I'll just go to this one. Boom. So yeah, here we go. Japanese dialogue at the restaurant. Aijou desu. Basically means you ordered your last thing. That'll be all. I'll teach you a few more restaurant type things, or basically at the dinner table type phrases. Uh, what you would do before you eat. This is somewhat of like a giving thanks type of way, like how people in the States and all over the world give thanks before they eat. You say itadakimasu. That's also where a U is silent. I'll show you this. Itadakimasu. Now, people who don't know how to pronounce it will probably say itadakimasu. That's wrong. It's just itadakimasu. So just like forget the U's even there. Another anime. So just another phrase would be after you're eating. This would be like thank you for the delicious meal. It's gochiso sama desu ka? Or gochiso sama deshita. I'll show you it. Let me remember how to spell it. Oops. Alright. So basically this, you would hear the U in the gochiso sama. So yeah, the U's in there is, like I said, it's not all the time, but it's pretty much most of the time. Deshita. You just forget the I is there, and you'll be fine. So what this means is like, thank you for the delicious meal. The word for delicious in Japanese and like yummy, all that type stuff is oishi. So yeah, like if you want to be like, cake is delicious or something. Keiki is the word for cake in Japanese. Oishi is the word for delicious in Japanese. Like, let me think. Keiki, oishi, something like that. So yeah. Japanese really isn't that hard of a language to master. I mean, to me, the only hard part would probably be learning the writing, which you really don't need to know if you're just like visiting. Now, if you're like wanting to live in Japan, you might have to learn that. So, and it's also really hard to live in Japan. I learned that hard way. So basically what I'm going to have to probably do to get to Japan is file as like a teacher or a student. Teacher, I'll probably just teach English or something, even though I fail that a lot. Or you have to marry a national at that country. So yeah. Who knows? Maybe Kyle will get lucky. I doubt it. I'm forever alone, sadly. I'm going to cry now. But, yeah. It's fairly hard to get in. But once you do get there, it's probably like heaven. Especially at Akibara, which is basically like their whole big ass anime city. Yeah, I'll look it up for you. This is where I want to die at. This is, to me, heaven. Akihabara. Ooh, I put a T there. That's basically Akihabara. I also looked at how expensive it is to live in Japan, and it's really cheap. To live in Tokyo inside the city is around $5,000 or 600,000 yen. Outside the city, it's fairly cheaper. In Akihabara, it's around 6,000, 5,000, so 600,000 or 700,000 yen. Yep, that's Akihabara. If you're an otaku like me, this is heaven. Also, if you, I was listening to music. Okay, also, if you would like to, get better with Japanese, you can go ahead and change your, keyboard to, the Japanese Microsoft IME. Basically what this does, once you, I had it pointed at her crotch there. That's just nice. Basically, go to Google. Once you type on something to click, you can have either the English, once it loads, or the Japanese. Say if I want to go to Google. Here's Google Japan. Yep, so yeah. Once you get better with your writing and understanding the writing for Japan, I guess you could download that. Yeah, you gotta download as like a language pack. You can get all that through the control panel in the language and region part. Then you just add a new keyboard. So yeah, most likely I'll be making more videos on learning Japanese because I'm still learning it myself. So once I guess I learn something new or feel like I should share something in Japanese or something, I guess I'll make a new video. So I hope this helped, guys. Peace.